any crazy dating stories? You must have some crazy stories, especially like with your platform.
I went on a date with an actual crazy person. Like an actual...
Okay, but what makes her crazy? Like, what makes her actually crazy?
Okay, this one you have to cut out. But just this part, and I can tell the rest of the story.
Okay.
She went to...
Welcome to another episode of The Just Saying Show.
Just Saying Show.
Today we're going to be talking about dating in 2025.
What?
Speaking of which, did I tell you I went on a date last weekend?
No way. Tell me about it.
I'm just kidding. Me on a date? Bro, I'm cooked, all right? I'm absolutely cooked. There's no way. For you, it's different, but for me, I'm absolutely cooked, dude. But how's your love life been?
Oh, I don't talk in public about my love life.
No?
No, not at all.
You don't even talk, or you're not dating or talking about anyone? Or you just don't want to tell people in general?
Well, I'm not dating anyone right now. But like, if I was dating someone, I think I would only be comfortable with like talking about it if we were like legit like a couple years in.
Oh, okay. So is that your set rule? Like it has to be a couple of years in for you to be actually be open about it into the public?
Yeah, because like if you start talking about it just like 6 months in, you know what I mean? And then you guys break up, it's like, what's the point? And then you have to make the we broke up video, and I ugh.
So much drama and people talking. It's like, oh, did you hear we broke up? Or it's like, oh, it's my time to shine. You know?
Yeah, exactly. But honestly, I don't even know if I will do the 2-year thing, because like there's this like I can't remember. I think they're called like Us the Couple. They were like a music duo. And they made a whole bunch of love songs, and like they were actually married, they had a kid and all that type of stuff, and then they get a divorce because the wife wants to explore her sexuality.
How many years were they married for?
I think almost a decade.
And they have a kid, and they broke up so she could explore more options.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I hate hearing stuff like that, man. I'm terrified of that, bro. Like, I don't know what it is. I keep seeing, like, I feel like women these days in this modern generation, like, there's never enough.
And I listened to their song because I was like, oh, this is true love right here. Like when they first started coming out, there's that one song. It goes like you, and they literally just filmed it in a supermarket, and they're just so lovey-dovey, you know. So I was like, oh, that's goals right there. And like at their wedding, they performed together in front of all the guests. It was so cute. And then to hear that happen to them, I'm just like, no one is safe.
Oh man, it probably gave you some hope, right? Like before
it destroyed my. Oh yeah.
Before, and then.
But then like, I hear that, I'm just like, bruh.
So scary, dude. Imagine that, like, so many years, time, money, energy wasted, especially when you have a kid too. Like, that's just nuts, man. I don't know. For me, it's just like right now, from dating, and right now, I'm just not there right now. I'm not in the right stage of life to be dating. Like, first of all, I need to be financially off. I'm not there yet. In terms of my success too, and my goals and dreams, not there yet. And I know for a fact that if I have someone or I'm dating someone, I'm all in on the girl, dude. Like all my dreams, all my like everything's out the window once I have a girl. That's just who I am. So I'm like, all right, time to focus on myself, become successful first, you know?
Yeah, you got to be able to find balance, you know, like when you're dating someone, make sure they're not completely overtaking your world, you know?
They can't be your everything. Otherwise, you rely on your happiness on them.
Yeah. And you also want to make sure that you're not like stepping off the gas too much in your career and all that, you know? But, you know, as long as GME hits the moon.
When it hits the moon.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, on top of that, too, it's like this time around, I'm actually like focusing on trying to find a God-fearing woman, because every single one of my exes, literally every single one of them, none of them are Christian. So, I mean, there's more things of reasons why it didn't work out, but that's probably like a big factor into why it didn't work out in the first place. But this time around, I'm actively seeking for a God-fearing woman.
Yeah, I think that's a great start. It is hard. It is hard. It's a rare bird.
It is. You know what I mean? But like, I'm not trying to sound mean or anything, but it's like every church I go to, and I'm like, I mean, obviously I'm there for God, but I'm just looking around, and like the women there, I'm just not attracted to, you know? So I'm just like, okay, how could I find a God-fearing woman that I also find attractive, but it's no luck, brother. No luck.
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir.
Oh my god, I'm dead, bro. But yeah, I just feel like dating in this generation is like absolutely cooked, bro.
You know what you should do? You should go to like those like hip churches up in LA, like
Hip churches.
like Oasis.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it like predominantly like white or something, or?
I've never been.
Oh, okay.
But like all my content creator or like actress friends, they go there.
It's called Oasis?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. I've never been, but
We should go together. I mean, if you're saying there's a bunch of other content creators that go there, I mean, you're a perfect fit too. You just might as well just go. Don't make me go alone, man.
all right, I'll check it out. If you go, I'll go.
You're dead ass.
I am dead butt. Yeah.
All right.
You're gonna have to drive. No, I don't want to be in your car. I'll drive. I just hate finding parking. And
Oh, is it it's like a?
it's in K-Town.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the worst.
that is the worst, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What do you feel about dating this generation? Like your own personal opinion.
What do you mean? Like, how is it different from generations ago?
No, just like I just feel like dating this generation is really just cooked. I think no one's safe out there. But maybe you have a different perspective on that. Maybe you have a slight glimpse of hope in the world. I hope you do, because I have none, bro. I've lost it all, man. I've lost all the hope and the faith.
Yeah, me too.
Are you serious?
no,
I was like, dude, I need your inspiration, man.
No. I'm kind of lucky where I have sort of like I don't know, what would you say, like a wide exposure or a wide reach. So like, I think, I mean, like, you know this, you meet a lot of women at your DJ events, right? But if you sort of like widen your net a little bit, and then like, for example, I went to Lila Rose's event, like I think it was called Live Action or something like that, and so it was just a whole bunch of Catholics, you know, and so that's a totally different crowd. Mm-hmm. You know, you're talking about like people that want to be homemakers, homesteaders. So I haven't lost hope. I think it's just we are probably looking in the wrong direction.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I just see that like I feel like there's a overabundance of options that people have, and not only that, they bring their previous past traumas and from their past relationship into the new one without even healing first. They kind of just jump straight into a new relationship.
Yeah.
And I think that really ruins the next potential relationship.
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, wait, didn't you think you have an overabundance of options?
I feel like people in general have an overabundance of options, especially because of social media, you know? Especially like, okay, let's say, for instance, you and your girlfriend are in a fight, right? And instead of working things out, they have like both parties actually, but mostly the women, because, you know, women don't hit on guys hit on women, right? So majority of guys hit on, majority. This, of course, some women do, but very a minority of them do. And so they have this like abundance of options in their DMs. It's like, okay, there's this cute guy, cute girl in my DMs. I don't have to like work hard in this relationship. I'm just gonna jump straight in and look for something better in that person that this current partner doesn't have. What? Can you like relate or? Oh, you can definitely relate, huh? Especially you, because you have an abundance of options.
I have a story.
What is it?
So.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is kind of messed up on my part. Give me my fan. I need to.
It's hot as hell in here.
Okay, so because you were talking about how like people think like they can find better, right? I love myself. So, and I think I've worked very hard to get to where I am. Not just, you know, my station in life, but who I am as a person. I think I'm a fairly solid person, and I think I'm emotionally mature, and I've done a lot of the work that would constitute a healthy relationship partner. And so, knowing this, Like, people can call me cocky, or people can call me, what is it, narcissistic, but I do think that I've put in the work to correctly describe myself as being a catch. And so if a woman ever thinks that they can do better than me, I think they're wrong.
It sounds delusional to me, to be honest.
I don't think it is. Because
You don't think it's delusional?
No.
You don't think it's delusional for them to think?
Oh,
that,
for them, yeah. I thought you were calling me
say,
delusional.
No.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
you, brother. You're
Yeah.
the most humblest guy too. So I don't see you as a cocky guy at all, or the ego.
Yeah, and then there'll be times when, if they piss me off enough, I won't placate my words, and I'll just be straight up with them. I was like, okay, this is you in life, and this is me in life. I'm the best that you can do, and the way that you're treating me is not correlational to the difference in stations in our lives. And so
oh boy.
So there was this girl that I was dating, and in looks she was beautiful. I think, she was probably like I would give her like an 8 or a 9, maybe a solid 9. And I told her, you're beautiful, okay, but in terms of look, I think we're evenly matched. Okay.
In terms of looks.
Yeah, I think we're evenly matched. And in terms of career, you don't have anything. I have everything.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of potential, I also beat you in that aspect, because my earning potential vastly outweighs yours. And I'm providing a lifestyle for you that, sure, you can go down to PV, Beverly Hills, or Newport, and you can find a rich guy, right? But a rich guy that you're attracted to, that has the same faith as you, that is devoted as Christ to me, that aligns with your values as much as I do, I promise you will never find someone like me again.
It's going to be very, very rare.
Yeah. And you should be treating me as such. And I felt like I wasn't being.
Do you feel like she was taking advantage of you?
No, I think she honestly felt like she was better than me.
What makes her think that?
Oh, I corrected her.
And how did she respond? Like, how did she react to that correction?
It took some time, but I think she realized it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she wasn't argumentative or anything. Like, she realized that, yeah, you're right? Or
yeah.
Okay.
And I think part of that, to be honest, I didn't really like that dynamic, because a part of me really just wants an equal.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so disadvantaged against her, and it fed into her insecurities,
Okay, I see okay. But don't you feel like that's a lot? So that ties in with a lot of it comes into the next topic. I feel like dating in this generation is all superficial. Like, people are looking for superficial qualities, more like a transaction instead of really trying to find love these days. And when you were telling me about
the world has always been like that.
100% transactional, no love? You think so?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, which generation do you think focus on love more?
Probably our parents.
You think our parents focused on love more?
Yeah, because back then only a single household family could take care of their whole family. The woman could stay at home, stay at home mom. Things didn't cost so much. Inflation was super low. So money wasn't really a hard thing back then. You could work at McDonald's and you can still buy a house and support your family and kids. But today you can't do that. Everything is expensive.
I think the values in relationships haven't changed.
Okay.
To be honest. I think one thing that we can say is we're probably 100 times more promiscuous, but that's about it. And it might be because we're focused on love more, because back then marriage wasn't necessarily about love. It was more about, do the families get along well? Are the families at the same economic level? The marriage was more about the family. Like, okay, now you guys have to start your own family, have kids, and love, what do you mean? Love is a luxury, If you guys happen to fall in love, that's great. I mean, arranged marriage, XYZ. Whereas today, we call ourselves like the Disney generation, right?
The Disney generation.
Yeah, the fairy tale, falling in love, stuff like that. And as a byproduct, because we're trying to find that love, we're not as picky. Like, I don't know many people that seriously consider family background, and they care more about each other's chemistry and personal values. But honestly, the personal values, if you look at the family, that'll be a better indication of what their true values are than what they say.
Completely agree.
Yeah, so something like that.
Interesting, because everything you just said, that falls in line with what I look for. I don't really look for a transactional aspect of it. Yeah, maybe women, well, I mean, most likely women do find like, oh, like it makes sense. Like we want to be the provider, we want to protect and everything. But in terms of us as guys, I'd rather focus more on the chemistry, the values that they have. Like, do you have a really good relationship with your parents, your family? Are you a family-oriented person?
Yeah.
Because it directly aligns with your values, your morals, and your convictions.
Yeah, I like to ask myself, would I want the relationship that their parents have? And if it's like if it's ever even close to a no, I'm just like, no, I'm good. But like, why? Well, that was a great girl. And I was like, and usually I'm just like, yeah, but this is marriage and I'm talking about this. I'm trying to choose a life partner, so I'm not really going to take any risks that I don't have to.
Right, because you have everything to lose too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Prenup.
Even prenup these days don't work, brother. There's a lot of loopholes.
Postnup.
What is your biggest ick/red flags in a woman?
I mean, there's the obvious ones. Like I don't like women that are super loud and obnoxious. Overly friendly with everybody. I don't know. I just like I like a good RBF. Like a
good RBF.
Yeah, like I mean, yeah, like a good RBF. I tend to like stronger women. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but for me, I'm like extremely intimidated by women that have like huge RBFs. I'm like, oh crap! Like I do not want to like.
I love intimidating women. I think I don't know.
Is it because you know that other guys won't try to hit on her or have a harder time approaching her? Because that makes sense, actually.
Might be subconsciously. I don't naturally think like that. But like okay. The type of intimidation I like is like when a woman is like so ridiculously beautiful that people are afraid to come up to her, and she knows it, and that develops like an aura around her. That I like.
So you like women with big egos too? Because I don't.
Well, it depends on like the ego. Like if it's like I have ego, but I think I have ego that definitely is deserved because I definitely earned it.
Right.
That I'm fine with. If it's ego that's undeserved, where you think, where you're just a pretty face, but yeah, you haven't really done much with your life. That's a turnoff. Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah. There's deserved ego and there's undeserved ego. I'm fine with deserved ego. Yeah, because usually then there's like I think I want to be a power couple, and so my partner is a direct reflection of me, and so if she this well-rounded, well-accomplished, and well-accomplished doesn't mean like she has to have like a 7-figure, 8-figure business net worth or etc., but it can be like she's very well-educated, and maybe she's like smart with her money, and so she's like helping out with the community. There's so many ways to be well-rounded as an individual, but as long as she's well-rounded, and then like I want to be a trophy husband and I want to have a trophy wife, but not a trophy wife where it's just like some swimsuit model, a
gold digger.
Oh heck no. No, but more like just like wow. Yeah.
Man, you basically took all the words out of my mouth. You basically said everything that was like, oh, my ex and like what I wanted in a chick. But I mean, the only thing that I feel like you left out that I personally have like a ick/red flag is
her being Korean.
Okay, that's like, It's not a deal breaker for me though. It's not a deal breaker for me. But I mean, it's not my preference.
Yeah.
But it's not a deal breaker. You know? Because I've seen like 1 or 2 attractive Korean women.
Who?
Just people in my social circle.
Would I know them?
No.
Oh.
You have absolutely no idea. Yeah, no. Any crazy stories? Any crazy dating stories? You must have some crazy stories, especially like with your platform.
I went on a date with an actual crazy person. Like an actual...
Okay, but what makes her crazy? Like, what makes her actually crazy?
Okay, this one you have to cut out. But just this part, and I can tell the rest of the story.
Okay.
Because she went to...
You knew this before?
No, of course not.
Okay.
Of course not.
I was like, brother.
But I found out 20 minutes in or something like that. Like in the middle, early on in the date. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So that's how I know she was crazy.
But was there any like, what was her behavior? Like, I'm sure she showed some behavior or...
Did you know that crazy people have a scent?
What?
Yeah, I know. This sounds crazy. You can look it up, but crazy people have a scent. And I didn't believe this not until I met my first crazy person, but until I met like a string of them. And then I realized like I've smelled this before.
What does it smell
and
like? Is it
it's super sweet. Super like...
If it's sweet, then I feel like it should be...
It's not a perfume. Opposite. It's not a perfume. It's a human smell that's almost sickeningly sweet. And I smelled it on this girl. And I didn't put 2 and 2 together until she started talking to me.
Uh-huh.
And you can just tell when someone's off their rocker, where they're just like not really getting like... She was like just like, and then like and it was just erratic, you know what I mean? And then she was just like, haha. And then there was like what is that? Delusions of grandeur, like thinking that she's like perfect and everybody is everyone else is crazy, or the people like did you know they called me crazy and that I was that I need to be medicated, but no, I don't need to be medicated. I'm perfectly fine. But and then for nonstop, for like word vomit for like 20 minutes straight, and they think that what they're saying is the most cogent, interesting thing that they've ever heard. And within the first 5 minutes, I was like, I don't want to be here. Like I need to bail.
So what'd you do?
So what I do, and this is what I usually do. So I call my aunt. And she speaks Korean. We speak Korean, right? And this girl didn't speak Korean. And so I was like, Auntie, I'm on a date right now. And I need you to make up an excuse so I can leave this date. And she's like...
In Korean, right?
In Korean. And she's like, oh, okay. I was like, so call me back, make up an excuse like you're an emergency so I can leave this day. And she's like, oh, okay. Hang up. I was like, sorry about that. Anyways, what were you talking about? I was like, I have to pick this up. Hey, Auntie. And she's like, hey, can you come help me? It's an emergency, blah, 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 blah. And I'm talking to her in Korean, right? Saying like, thank you for doing this. But the way I'm saying it in Korean, I'm trying to make it sound like urgent. So,
and you're acting in a way too.
I was like, so it sounds like I'm saying, is everything okay? But what I'm saying is like, thank you for doing this. You know what I mean?
Using your talent for great use.
Yeah. And so long story short, I dropped her off. And I was like, wow.
Wait, so were you guys were you guys eating, or what were you guys doing where you had to just interruptly just leave? Like, was it just...
No, I picked her up. And we're heading to hang out, you know what I mean, together.
So you guys didn't even get to that destination of...
Hell no.
So this is while you guys were driving and you picked it up right there.
Yeah, I was worried that she was going to like do something to me.
What the heck?
She was Unhinged.
This is the first time I'm hearing about a scent, because like usually like if I'm thinking if she's a crazy person, the scent would be like what, like her pheromones would be somewhere in the soury.
No, look it up and put it on screen. It's like you'll find it. It's crazy.
What the heck? I didn't know about that. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. Well,
Well, she is crazy.
What about you?
For me, I mean, it's nothing crazy like that, bro. It's just for me, it's just the disrespect. Like I took this Latina chick out, and she was just. I took her out, and she was just like being just like what you were saying, like overly friendly, but she was actually flirtatious. Even with our like the waiter, and on top of that, we went to like
oh yeah, that's disrespectful.
Super, and then we were waiting in line to go to like this like bar / club, right? And then like she was like touching this guy, like oh stop it, like pushing like that, being super flirtatious and everything, like, and I'm like what the, I'm like I couldn't stand this disrespect, so I'm like, you know what, like I'm done here. I was being straight up. It's like, hey, I'm gonna call you an Uber. Go take a ride. Like we're done here. I'm okay. Like you're like we're done. You know. And she's like, oh, what happened? Like, don't you want to come back to my place? I'm like, I'm good. Like she was hot. I give her a solid like 9.2. Fat boot, like fat. Like, dude, like gorgeous hermosa, like chula. Like, dude, she was a mommy, dude.
Mariposa.
But just that itself turned me off so much. I'm like, dude. No wonder you're so hot and single, and no like good quality man would want to deal with that at all. Like, oh, that was, yeah. After that, I was like, no, I'm not dealing with that bull crap. Mm-hmm. Let the simps take care of her, you know, not me, dude. So recently, I've seen that there's a lot of hate from both sides, both male and female. Okay, there's
hate.
Like there's a lot of these red pill, blue pill podcasters. There's a lot of feminist podcasters, and they're giving this platform for the younger generation.
It's all poison.
It's garbage, dude. It's all trash. These guys are just, well, even like the feminist side and the red, is it the red pill, right? Not the blue pill, right? It's red pill, right?
Yeah.
Red pill is like the toxic one.
I thought black pill was I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's a red pill.
Red or black.
Yeah. So both sides, from the male and the female, they basically drag on like their own previous experience with men or women and generalize the whole gender, saying, oh, all men are terrible. Oh, all women are terrible. And if you really just look closely to who these people are, they're just bitter old people, both from the women's side and men. And they're just like trying to lure in the younger generation, instill fear. Oh, dude, I absolutely hate it, dude. It's poisoning my head, because all that's like, I'm seeing all these podcast things popping up in my FYP, and I'm like, dude, it's like infecting my brain, like giving me this illusion that all women are horrible, all men are horrible. I'm like, not every guy is horrible, not every woman is horrible. Like, there's gonna be good people in this world, and there's gonna be bad people in this world, but you can't just generalize the whole gender species as, oh, these people are horrible. Like, what? Like, it's ridiculous, dude. But like, I mean, with that issue, like, what do you think, like, what's your advice towards the younger generation that's consuming this garbage, and, you know, just like, what's a way out of it? Like, what's the best advice that you can give them, you know?
When you find someone that's mad at the world, invigorated against an entire gender or something like that, or in your own life, when you encounter people that blame everybody except themselves, usually you don't want to listen to those types of people, and that energy is
very victim mentality energy.
It's toxic, yeah. And anything that tries to promote victim mentality or lull you into considering yourself as a victim instead of taking personal responsibility, 9 times out of 10, I would advise to stay away from.
I completely agree. That's solid advice.
Yeah, I hate like, what annoys me the most are like the podcasts where it'll be like a male host or 2 male hosts, and all he does is invite like only models just to talk trash or make them seem dumb.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I've seen that too. I was like, what the heck? But they just purposely choose like the worst of the worst women to go on that podcast. I'm like, bring some actual regular women that aren't crazy like these people, you know?
Yeah. But I guess what, I don't know. I don't know if it's like promoting OnlyFans or it's dissuading people from doing OnlyFans. I have no idea what the net outcome is.
Actually, I don't even know, man. I don't know what the real agenda is because it's such a mixed bag of both. It's just like it could either be trying to protect these young men from falling into these traps of these evil women, not all women, evil women, and also from the feminist side too. Like the feminists, dude, I've seen so many girls like, oh, like they put their whole personality on I hate men. Men are horrible, and we don't need men in this country. I'm like, look at the world around you. Look everything that you're in right now. Like this whole room is built by men. The infrastructure was built by men. Like makeup was built by men, and like I believe that both parties need each other. Okay, I don't think we need women and women need us, but it's because of all the like evil experiences that these guys and girls have gone through, completely rewired their brain into thinking, okay, all men are horrible, all women are horrible, you know. But at the end of the day, I truly believe that before you get into like a relationship when you're dating someone, you know, truly figure out, instead of being driven by lust, truly figure out what their values are, their morals, and before you full port into the relationship, you know. Otherwise, you're screwed. Just like that time when you told me the influencer, the wife, she married the guy and the husband's like a loser and he's not doing like anything with his life.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, you know. Just.
But they were dating for like years before they got married.
But see, she should have found that out.
No, he had a job.
Oh.
Quit the job.
And then just remain solvent.
Yep.
Okay, well, that goes for today's podcast. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.
You know what? If I ask this question at this podcast, there's no way they won't say it. But I was going to say, you can put this in, but it's because it's funny. Like, if I was a house in Hogwarts, what would I be? I think I talk too much about pride, so there's no way they're not going to say Slytherin. So
I got that first try, remember that?
Yeah.
Like, what house do you think I am? I'm like, definitely Slytherin.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Catch you guys next week.
Bye.
Peace.